How are you doing, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. This is episode 4, guys, and I'm sad to say episode 4 comes bearing some kind of bad news, but also if you look at the larger picture, it's kind of better. So the bad news is this is a new map. So, and the reason I've chose this is because I wouldn't say fallen in love with it, that's a bit extreme, but in my opinion, this is a much better map to play on, in my opinion, compared to the one with the, you know, we had the volcano and stuff. This one to me seems a bit more my kind of style, and the reason I've chosen this is because of the biome behind me. So as you can see, there's like a nice lush green biome, which is a rainforest biome. And what I will do is I will give you the seed on screen. So pause the video around about now. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that would help. So pause the video now, and that is the seed for this. And this is pretty much near spawn. Spawn's to my left where the pig is, roughly. And yeah, so I picked this biome, this map over the other one because I've been playing this with a couple of people that I know in real life. Just like not on a particular like server, over a local area network, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that this map is brilliant to the point where I thought, do you know what, this would be a much better map on a let's play. So without further ado, we're gonna pretty much set off where we left off, and this episode's gonna be kind of like just trying to butter you up to not dislike this video or dislike the series or whatever, because we're starting again, you know, 4 episodes in, we're starting again. What I will probably try and do in between this episode and the last is maybe kind of get to a point where we were in the previous one, like on the previous map. So I'll probably get to that kind of stage again off camera, because you don't want to be watching that again. Now, the reason I chose this, now I kind of originally started running around. I thought, that's kind of cool there, you know, I like the shape of the mountains and stuff like that. So I kind of ventured in here, and I've kind of had a look, and we're going to get a lot of world gem because this is a fresh new map. I literally copied the other save, and I'm going to use it as a let's play. I kind of roughly know where some stuff is, unless it generates differently every time. But yeah, it's not too spoilery. I haven't played too much, but in a way, it kind of will help the series kind of progress a little bit. So there's like this little cove here, and there is a way up there. So let's just quickly focus on unlocking the map on the mini map here. So because journey map requires you to explore it to uncover it, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is, originally this is where I originally went. I didn't go in under that little mountain bit, but you can actually get to where I want to go via that little hole down there that we just saw. And I don't think I went this way, to be honest. So yeah, this I love this. I love this. The whole concept of this map so far. It's just it screams with a few ideas for me. And as soon as a map does that, I know that it will win over one that I'm kind of just set. You know, the last one was good. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of just kind of settled with it. But this time round, it's different. It's like an island. You know, I like my islands in my let's play, and you know I like my valleys in my let's play, right? Well, this one's got kind of a valley, maybe not directly as you approach it, and you kind of think it's not really a valley, but if you chop down some of the wildlife, there is. So as you can see, we're kind of walking around the rough general direction of the actual map. It's the map itself. So basically we've unlocked quite a good portion of it. Now it kind of comes up here a little bit more and comes out here. Now if you imagine this, see all this green, this is the rainforest. This is like one big island. Okay, the only thing that's connecting them is one little bit here, and I do believe there's another bit up here that connects. Okay, so in a funny sort of way, they could be our entrances and exits, etc., to get onto this island. Let me just F3 and reload some chunks, and hopefully we can see that. And as you can see below me here, I know there's a lot of trees, but if I was to get rid of these trees, which I will do off camera, there is a lot of potential here. There's a valley, there's there's all sorts going on this island, this rainforest island. This rainforest is fantastic. And what can I say? I'm just going to jump in here because this is where we're going to start. And yeah, so this is like the valley area. At the moment it looks very cluttery, but we're going to kind of like just empty it out and just get, you know, we're going to get all the wood we're going to possibly need. And then if we go in here, this is where I'm going to kind of just tuck myself away into for now. I'm pretty much mimicking what I was playing over the last few days with a couple of people I know over a local area network. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed it, and I can kind of see this Let's Play being better for it, I guess, maybe. Because the last one was good, but, you know, this one's got a lot more space for, you know, farms and stuff like that, especially in this valley bit. But you'll see the, you know, you saw it from above, and you'll probably most likely see it once it's been cleared out. The only trouble is, it's going to be very manual for a while because we're on expert mode, right? And to get a tool forge is going to be extremely difficult, and I'm not even joking by that. So yeah, so what I might do is I might just quickly run around the actual whole island, and I'll come back to you guys. And what we do is I'll show you the map itself. I think we've pretty much done it now anyway, haven't we? No, we got this little bit up here. This kind of goes quite thin, and there is a ravine up here, but it's very shallow. And this side kind of attaches like this, kind of like this. But if we go forward a minute, I'll show you another cool little feature. Might be worth trying to include in this Let's Play at some point. Is this mountain thing at here? This is kind of like the front area. If we go, we're going east at the moment, not north. But if we go this way, it kind of goes towards the front of the valley. The valley kind of, you know, this is where it kind of opens up towards the mainland as such. So if we kind of just have a quick look, there you go, there's where it joins again. There's just a little bit of strip up here, but if you notice, look, it's one big island, and it only connects here and here. The rest of it's water, which is good because water means we can put quarries down and not make the terrain look ugly if we get to the quarry stage, because quarries are pretty expensive in expert mode. But yeah, so it's nighttime. Without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head. So this is the valley. As you see all the mountains. The mountains go all the way around and come back here, and they kind of branch off that way a little bit. But once these trees are cleared out, you'll be surprised how much space is left. Now, obviously this is, you know, I'm playing a map I'm already playing, so that will, you know, provide spoilers. But at the end of the day, I want to record what I know and do it a second time and maybe do it better, I guess. But I really like this map. I like this layout. I love this whole. I've got a valley and I've got an island at the same time, and it is one massive island. So without further ado, what we're going to do is just make some basics for this episode. And yeah, hopefully you guys are not too bummed out by the whole fact that I'm doing it this way, but I really prefer this map. I'm not even joking. It's such a cool map, and I'm very happy that I found it, to be honest. And when I was playing it, I was like, do you know what, this actually is so much better than my other one. Oh, actually, we got to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make a little hobbit hole here. Am I getting attacked already? I can't make a sword yet, can I? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of tunnel here and kind of just for this episode and just kind of just make this little hub, you know, little cubby hole here, just so we can just hang out and just stash everything here. We're not going to make a little survival shack, although I'm tempting to make a survival shack just for the sake of it, because I really like them. But who knows? But for now, we need to concentrate on the now and just hopefully grab all the resources we can possibly get our hands on, and then hopefully all shall be good. So what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of make a maybe 5x5 area in here. Yeah, and be right back, I guess. Okay, so I'm nearly actually done this room. It's only going to be a little 5x5. It's going to be like a little hobbit hole just to get us going. This is just going to stash a load of our stuff. And there's a bit of coal in here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's just double check that you guys can see the best we can. Yes, you should be okay. Difficulty hard or expert. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for this map. This map's, to me, I love it. I absolutely love it. And it screams like... I was weighing it up for, you know, for quite some time, for a couple of days since I was playing the last other one, just for fun. The other one was just for fun, no on-camera stuff, just all for fun sort of stuff. And I was like really weighing it up, and I was like, oh. But then I looked at how many episodes I was actually in, Feed the Beast Infinity, and I was kind of like, do you know what? I'm gonna get hated for it, but I'm gonna do it. But like I say, I'm going to kind of get loads of resources together. I'm going to kind of refer back to the old video and take it from there sort of thing, just to make sure that I can play catch up off camera. That's not a problem, because you've probably seen a lot, or at least get it ready for an episode and then redo it quickly and a bit more efficiently the second time round. But this map's, I'm staying with this map 100%. This is cool. I like it. And yeah, what a nice way to spend the night, I guess. So this valley is brilliant. Oh, look at it. It's just an island. It's got a couple of entrances. You know, that you could have like a little bridge area here. You could fence the rest off. The valley's here. So once I get rid of all the trees, you'll see that there's a big opening here, which is going to look good. I might terraform the place a little bit in the valley, and then what we're going to do is we're going to solely live on this island, 100%. Now, for those of you that watch my Feed the Beast kind of series, you're probably, and you've seen like the old ones, you're probably getting a Feed the Beast monster vibe right now. This is it does remind me of Feed the Beast monster map to an extent, but not as like high up and epic, because the other one was like we were really up in the sky. But nonetheless, this has got so much potential here, and to the point where it's got more potential just seeing this, you know, finding this map than it did on the previous one. The previous one was good, but this one screams at me a lot more, so I had to take it. But I'm not playing it on expert mode on you know, the mess around one that I've got. So it's a case of this is still going to be fairly fresh to the extent where I'm playing it on a harder setting, and yeah, it's going to be good fun. So I'm just outside now. It's now just turned daylight, and I'm just grabbing a few more bits of wood. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of maximize some space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and live in this 5x5 for the best part while I get kind of, let's say, comfortable with expert mode and resources. Okay, so we're going to need to make sure that, oh, actually I'm going to need another log, maybe two. So I want to try and get comfortable in regards to resources and just feeling, you know, at home a little bit. So the little cubby hole, the little, you know, the little den, you know, ginger den we got over there going on is going to be our little workshop as such. Okay, and so basically we're just going to live in here, and it looks actually quite symmetrical if you ask me, apart from the top here, but that's pretty cool. There's an opening up there which we will go and explore at some point. There's a nice little lake down here so we can use to our advantage, and a big mass amount of trees. There's some industrial craft rubber trees there, which is pretty good. I want to find Mine Factory Reloaded, but I think that you can use them in Mine Factory Reloaded recipes anyway, unless this expert mode is a bit picky. But there's a lot of trees to cut down to create some space. Worst case scenario, we can always replant them so we can add scenery in the valley. There's a couple annoying little like water pockets that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with just yet, but that's not too bad. And what we're going to do this episode is we're just going to kind of, now you know what's going on, hopefully you guys are not too bummed out by it, like I said, but you know, hopefully, you know, you like the look of it as much as I do. So, oh god, you don't get 4? That's a problem. I forgot about that. Okay, Okay, we're going to need to make the basics here. So we'll just do, I don't know, 4 or 5 and then see how we got on. So what we need to do is make sure that we make, oh, you only get 2 logs a go. That's so harsh. We're going to do this, make a tool station. So that's that one done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do, oh, wrong one. We're going to do this, get the log. Oh, wrong way around. That'll make a part builder. That's cool. And then what we need to do is get this, just a normal plank of wood with a pattern, which is a stencil table. And then we want to make a chest, which we haven't got enough wood for, because like I say, like I've said before in previous episodes, that, you know, it makes things a little bit difficult for you. You don't get the full amount of wood as you normally would in a normal Minecraft world, so it kind of makes things a little bit more tricky for you. So you have to gather more resources, and the recipes are so expensive now. To do the most simplest of things is going to be extremely tricky. But I kind of, from experience from the last couple of episodes, I kind of roughly know what I need to gun to make straight away. So first things first, we need to make Tinker's stuff to be able to make swords and stuff. We're also going to need to make some not a blast furnace first. We're going to need to make what's it called, coke oven, without a doubt. And then that way we can open up new ways of doing stuff. So to get like lava power, I think they've actually taken lava power out, so we can't use lava, I think. But there's another way that I've seen, and it's going to be pretty cool, and this is where this area is going to come in perfectly. And maybe we'll get to that later on, but that'd be pretty cool if we can get that going. It's a really good way of powering stuff. Not the answer, I wouldn't say it was the answer, but nonetheless it's going to be pretty darn cool. So let's just see if we can make an axe. We can. Durability of stone tools is pretty generous, I guess, for expert mode. And what we want to do is 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 logs just to make a chest. That is expensive. So as you can see, I know it's only wood and there's lots of it, but for a chest, that's expensive. You got to admit, guys. I think it's that and that pattern chest. So what we need to do now is we need to make sure that we can equip these in minimum amount of space. I probably could even be cheeky and just put these in the floor. 1, 2, 3, and then probably pattern chest there. Or we could have the pattern chest there, so it's in the corner, so like there, and then we could have, I wonder if this works. So stencil table, I always have it in a specific order. Stencil table, tool station goes towards the end, and then you've got the part builder in the middle. No, so that has to kind of go, maybe I can just put it, say here. Just have the floor with loads of like blocks that, yeah, you don't actually fall down a little bit, so it feels like it's a normal block. So that'll do for now. As you can see, there's like loads of stuff on the floor. It's jam-packed. I'm not 100% sure that's what I really like. I like it out of the floor, but that'll do for now. 2, 4, 6, and then we go like that, and you get 1 door. I think that's still vanilla. Like in the recent updates in Minecraft, you get like 3. I think that's a bit overkill. I don't really like that. Do you know what? For now, if we get strapped for space, we'll start putting more stuff in the floor. But for now, I think I'm going to go with my original plan. I think I'm going to actually go bam, 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 bam. And then I'm going to go stencil table, tool station go there, part builder can go there. Can I access? No, I can't. I was going to have it like behind it, like there behind it, but I suppose we could do that. Have that there so we can have another block there, because we still access it and we don't need to have it. We can have it like that. That's still fine. That's good enough for me, because then what we could do is, the reason being is I want to use these walls, these 3 walls especially, for storage, like things like we can make like drawers, like we did before. We've made drawers in the survival shack. This is a bit bigger than the survival shack, granted, but we are inside a cave, so that's not too much of an issue. So we've got a bit more space to play with. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, for the last part, I'm going to make a couple more of these drawers. As you can see, each block splits into four little drawers. As you can see at the top, it says empty, 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 which is cool. And we're going to make just a couple more, just because I want it to line up with all this. So this looks kind of like almost like a little workbench. Almost looks like a little workshop. I like that look. It does look like a genuine little workshop. So what I need to do is I need to make, I think it's 4 more chests. Good, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest we can just keep. I do like those little drawers, they're cool. And then we go like this, and that will then allow us to have our little work table. All it needs now is a lamp. Can we make any kind of lamp? Let's just type in lamp. I think we're way too early. DecoCraft might be an answer. BiblioCraft, I might go for that lamp. Yeah, way too much. But what I might do is I might make that just to make it look a bit more like a workshop. But then again, I would like to just build a little workshop somewhere. I think that it would suit it better than just punching a 5x5 hole. But we'd go with the same kind of formula so it looks cool. Because all we want to do is we want to put like a little lamp here, overhanging somewhere. That would be so cool looking. But like I say, I would rather build like an actual workshop, so it actually looks like a workshop rather than just a 5x5 hole. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. And hopefully you're not too bummed out. Show the new map some love. You know, smash that like button. I'm gonna stick that there as well, so we can just like plaster all of our stuff in there, not a problem. So smash the like button. Get some comments in the comment section and show this map some love, because I do like this map. Look at it. We've got a whole massive rainforest island to ourselves. That's epic. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to compare the episodes that have already gone out to YouTube and see where I got, and try and get to that stage in between this episode and next, so that way we're ready to kind of move on. So that might involve me going to forage for some resources. I probably will most likely do that, so I'll probably go and get some ores and whatnot and that sort of stuff, just to kind of save on lost time for the fact that, you know, I've got a new map. So guys, thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, show me some love in the comments and smash those likes buttons, and I shall see you in the next one. Yeah, pumped for this map.